guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it is Tuesday and I wanted to give you an update on my new retainer and my new job. So we're going to start with my retainer. I have it with me. I'm in my car because I'm at lunch right now, so I thought I would go ahead and jump on here and give you an update. Let me close my sunroof. I don't know if that's better or worse. Okay, we'll just leave it open a little bit. But as you know, I have my retainer that has a wire across, and it was really hard to talk with it because it blocked my palette, both on top and bottom. So now that I'm working with customers, I wanted something that was a little more nicer to look at, one, and I was able to talk with more clearer, if that makes sense. But so I got my retainers, and this is what they look like. So they look like the Invisalign retainers that you would put in your mouth, to straighten your teeth. So this is the bottom one, and they just snap in. So let me do that for you. So they just snap right in. And then I have the top one, of course. And these ones I had to additionally purchase because my other retainer came with, with my plan that I had when I signed up to get my braces on. So I purchased these separately, and these ones ran $300 top and $300 bottom, so $600. So, but they're supposed to last a long time. Well, of course, hopefully for the rest of my days. The only thing is that I'm still getting used to them. It is a little hard to say my S's, and sometimes when I'm talking, if there's a little air in them, I kind of like whistle a little. But I just got them like not even a week ago, but so far so good. Right now I am being a teller at our Redland Center, so I'm having to count money out. So I noticed that when I come to the 6s, it's a little harder, but hopefully that will go away as I get used to them. So I will wear, I'm planning to wear these during the day, and then at nighttime I will wear my wire retainer. So that is the update on that. I will be going back to my ortho in a couple of months because I just want to check, the retainer and make sure my teeth are not shifting. So I think I gotta do that for like a year. Okay, so now my job. Okay, so as you know, I work for a bank, and I was in my credit management position. Now, what I did there, it was a desk job, and I would take loan submissions for all the centers with our bank. I was the only one taking them in, but I had a system going where I wasn't overwhelmed. Maybe once in a great while, but I would eventually, work through it and, was done for the day. Well, with that job, there was nowhere for me to advance to. So it was doing that job every day, the same thing, day in and day out. Well, after doing it for 8 years, I got bored. I was ready to learn and do something different. So I have been looking for a year, maybe a little more than a year, within the bank, because I wanted to stay with our bank because I have so many years. I was with the bank for 10 years. I left for 7 to go into escrow. And so now I've been back for almost 14 years. So I have you know, a lot of seniority, plus I have my 4 weeks vacation that I didn't want to lose. So after a year of looking in the branch, was nothing that I saw that I wanted to do or that appealed to me. I did apply for the loan department, went for an interview, but for some reason they did not offer me the position. So it kind of discouraged me a little, but I continued looking. Then I started looking outside of the bank. I was even considering going back into escrow, but that type of work, I mean, it's when it's busy, it's like high, but then when, you know, house sales drop, refinances drop because the interest rates go up, of course you slow down and you risk, you know, being laid off. I was even thinking of doing administrative assistant work or receptionist, just to get my foot in the door. I was really looking for receptionists in the real estate field, just to get my foot in the door and learn real estate. But I didn't find anything, and if I did, it was a pain, you know, a lot. So one day I was looking in our job posting and I found the position for service support. Now that is a desk job, but it's multiple duties within that desk job. So if the teller line needs help, it's my job to jump on the teller line and help out. Balance the ATM, you know, in dual custody, balance the vault in dual custody, do surprise cash counts on the tellers, you know, a variety of different job duties within that desk job. So I applied for that and I got it. I was working, well, this is my 3rd week. Within my 1st week, actually the last day of my 1st week there, the manager called me into the office and she offered me the portfolio officer position. And she told me what it entailed, and it was more along the lines of what I was doing in credit management, you know, as far as researching for loan documents, making sure documents were completed. So I'm familiar with the documents, but she asked if I was interested. She went over what it entailed, and of course, you know, I said yes. You know, I really am interested. I would really love to have that position. So I got it. I got a promotion after my 1st week of working as service support. So now it's in the process. See, so my 2nd week of being back in the center, my manager went on vacation and she's still on vacation. So, you know, it's not a position you just jump into. It has to go through approval stages. So last week I helped out at one of the centers, you know, because they're shorthanded. So I went there for a couple of days, I helped out, and then the remainder of the week I worked at my center. And they started training, well, the girl, her position that I'm taking, because she's moving up, she started, you know, showing me, you know, what the process was and stuff. So now, this being the 3rd week, my promotion is still being approved. So it has to go through regional and has to go, you know, it has 3 desks that it has to go through for approval. From what I understand, it's on, you know, the final approval stage. So I am still service support. And so now yesterday I worked at my center. Today I'm helping out at one of our other centers because they're shorthanded. And so my manager comes back tomorrow, and I'm hoping that my promotion is going to be finalized, hopefully by the end of this week. Of course, it is for more money, higher grade. It's full-time. So I'm really, really super excited. So I pretty much jumped from a credit administrative assistant to portfolio officer. You know, I am still right now titled as a service support. I don't know if they're going to count that as one of my positions because I've only been in it 3 weeks, so I don't know how that process is going to work. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to bring you this exciting news. I'm hoping to be the new portfolio officer by next week. I'm hoping all the approvals go through okay and I can start training my, for my new position. And yeah, everything just moves so fast. It just was meant to be. I knew that I wanted to get my foot back in the door because I knew there was something more for me. Okay, guys, the last time that I spoke to you, I was in my car. And I was telling you about my new job promotion. Well, I realized that when I started editing it, the end of my video didn't film. It must have stopped filming. I didn't even notice. But as I was saying, I wanted to get my foot back in the door as far as being in the center and working with people. I knew that there was something more for me other than being in credit management, working in a cubicle, doing the same thing every day. And I wanted to talk with people again, communicate. I wanted to help people again. So I'm so glad I did that. I also, and I don't know if this is what they say woo-woo, but I always imagine myself on the sales side of banking. And I knew I wanted to work in the center and I wanted to work on the sales side. But when I applied for this job, I knew it was on the operations side, but I knew that I had to get my foot in the door. And it was so weird that when I went to my interview, she had mentioned that there was going to be a spot in the sales side of the bank opening, but it wasn't going to be toward the end of the year, that this person was going to retire. And it might be something that I was interested in, since it was along the lines of, loans, credit management, the documents that I was, currently working on. So I took a leap of faith and I applied for the service support position. I kind of knew that I had a good chance of getting it because I knew the manager. The interview was going so good, and I knew that if I got my foot in the door, that better things were coming for me, and I believed that. I told myself that, and it's so weird that when I started my job, when I would walk in, I would picture myself being at that desk one day. I didn't think it was going to happen so soon, but I told myself, you're going to be at that desk one day and you're going to achieve a lot. You know what I mean? So, but that's the faith that I have in myself, and I know I can do it. The little bit of time that she has trained me, everything just clicks. And there are a couple of programs that I'm going to need to learn, but I'm pretty good when I'm hands-on doing it. I can get it pretty quickly. So, I just wanted to let you know that if you believe in something, just keep telling yourself you're going to be there one day and you're going to thrive in that position. It does take work. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to work hard. but you've also got to manifest it. Believe that you're going to be there. You know, believe that you will be there. And I always saw myself on that side, you know, of banking. So I just wanted to end the video with that, and I hope you all enjoyed this video and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I'm hoping to bring you guys more videos as I go on my journey with this new position. I do want to bring you a video on my banking journey, when I started, what positions I went through to get to where I'm at. Yeah, so I just thought that might be, you know, interesting or helpful to somebody that is interested in starting in the banking industry. Banking is a little different. Well, it's a lot different than when I first started. When I first started, I was, oh my gosh, I think I was in my 20s. So, and I have worked for a couple of different institutions. So, you know, it's been a journey, and I just want to share that with you guys. So, subscribe to my channel for more of that content, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.